Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the UIM. I just finished up using up all the supplies from Tempoross, and funnily enough, I actually just got a Prison Pete event, which gave me these toad flax. I'll use those very shortly, but for now, I want to use up all these caskets and see what we get. There might be some cool stuff in here, so let's start going. First one, oh, okay. First, I think this is the first hard clue on the account, and we get silver bars. So let's see what we get for this first step. I need to do fairy tale. All right, well, we're gonna start doing failed fairy tale quests today, apparently. While I go off and get ready for questing, if you've missed any episodes in the series, then be sure to check out the playlist by clicking on the icon up here in the upper right corner to get caught up. And also, if you're liking the series, then be sure to give the video a like and get subscribed, and also join the Ascending's Discord server. The link is in the video description down below. Alright, so this is the last of the toad flax used up, so we got agility potions. I'm going to head to the Grand Exchange and see about getting these decanted and stored in the looting bag. To unlock fairy rings, I first need to do the intro portion of Fairy Tale Part 2, but before I start that quest, I first need to complete Fairy Tale Part 1. And before I do that, I have to complete Nature Spirit. Hence why I'm in the Champions Guild getting some gear. I need to kill a few things. I need to kill some ghasts and Tangleroot, and that's much better done with some combat gear. In case you're not already familiar with it, Nature Spirit is a pretty easy quest, even though the official difficulty is intermediate. There are three main things that you need to complete the quest, the first being the Ghost Speak Amulet, which is why I'm talking to this crazy old dude in Lumbridge Swamp for one. Then you need to make a silver sickle, which conveniently the casket gave me some silver bars. And the last thing is you need 6 3 inventory spaces, which I have plenty. Also, I forgot to mention it because I was so taken aback by the immediate hard clue, but from all the fish and the planks, I ended up getting to 73 cooking, which is pretty big because that means when I'm ready to do Recipe for Disaster, that is one big requirement knocked off the list. And for the construction side of things, I got really close, but not quite to level 71. But anyways, moving on, we're going to start the quest of Nature Spirit. Oh, don't tell Swampoladix, but I'm jumping over his agility training method. Aha, he is now the Nature Spirit. And apparently he's going to give me a silver sickle that's blessed. Let's do this, whatever this is. Boom, blessed silver sickle. Nice. Alright, now we get to kill some ghasts. This actually might not be too bad of a prayer training method if I just want to get to 43. I'll have to see how fast this is. Might not be worth it, but hey, it's an option. Okay, that's all 3 ghasts killed. Apparently we need to search this. Nature Spirit is solid. Ooh, look at that. It's all redecorated, all pretty. We get some experience, which I don't think will give us a level. Farewell, friend. And we can also complete a task here by praying at the altar. Nice. Next up on the docket today is going to be the Fairy Tale Part 1. Basically, Martin the Master Farmer is claiming that something seems off with his crops, and he wants us to figure out what's going on. Of course it can't be his fault though, because he's a master farmer after all. Oh, there's the third Prison Pete today. One was a lamp, one was toad flax, and now I get these grimy snapdragons. We're done talking to the other farmers, and they all confirmed that there is an issue. Huh, would not have guessed that. Anyways, of course, of all the bizarre theories thrown my way, the only plausible one is that there are issues with the fairies on the moon. Fun times. So like all good stories in life, we ended up in Xanaris and talked to the fairy godfather. There's the charcoal, there's the red wine worm. Wow, the red vine worm. I can't tell exactly whether it wants a raw fat snail or a cooked one. It looks like a raw one, but we have both just in case. Go, I got everything I need to enchant it. Please enchant my Cicatures, please. Oh, I just realized that since I have the first part of RFD done, I can actually buy myself a pair of these hard leather gloves from the chest. Now, I know these only have minimal stats, but for my use case with some low-level melee, they should be at least slightly better than the green D'hide Vambraces. Now, the last major part of the quest is to defeat Tangleroot. In general, it's a pretty easy fight, but since I'm not super high-level combat, nor do I have Protect from melee, I'm not exactly sure how this will go, but we won't know until we give it a shot, so I'm just fishing some food really quick and we'll give it a go. Huh, I just went through the lower level shortcut over here, this jutting wall, and apparently it's a hard task in the Lumbridge diary. Apparently this whole time I've been saying Tangleroot, and it's apparently Tanglefoot. Anyways, let's see if we can get this done. I think we should be fine, but we'll see. Not good, not good. Got a little too cocky there. There we go. Tanglefoot's dead, we can get the Queen's Secateurs. And let's get out of here and complete the quest. Okay, we're back at the Fairy Godfather. We're gonna give him the Queen's Secateurs, tell him everything that happened. Boom. Quest complete. 2 quest points, 3.5k farming experience, 2k attack experience, 1k magic experience. I don't think that'll give me any levels. And we get the magic Secateurs, which is big for farming because it gives you a 5% crop yield increase for things like allotment patches and herb patches. So cool. Quest complete. I'll put that into the tool leprechaun and probably alcohol this gear in a sec. But now let's go ahead and start Fairy Tale Part 2. Next up for today is going to be Fairy Tale Part 2, or at least the intro bits of it. I'd love to knock it all out right now and just have the quest completed, but I don't quite have the skills ready for it. In particular, I need 57 Herblore, and that is not something I can just grind out really quick like I can for 40 Thieving. So as much as I hate it, I'm going to have to leave this one unfinished after I unlock the fairy rings so I can move on with the clue scroll. Also, I need to wait 5 minutes, so I will see you in a moment. I'm back, and the gist of this quest is that despite your valiant efforts in part 1, the crops are still giving Martin and the other farmers fits. Hence why he's mad, because we claimed that all was good, but all is not good. But anyways, we now need to head back to Zenaris and uncover some deeper plot that's causing all of these issues. Oh, this is suspicious. No one is here. This fairy's smart. Now we're asking the fairy chef if they've seen anything like this, and apparently there's stuff down by the cosmic altar that we have to check out. I feel like I've been over there like a billion times recently. This is apparently what the chef was talking about, and I have no idea what this means. Now we're checking in with the Godfather to see if he knows what's going on. Of course he does, because apparently he's part of the plot. But anyways, he's telling us to go investigate things and to talk to the coordinator over here, which should give us access to the fairy rings. All right, yada, yada, yada. Awesome, thank you so much. According to the wiki, after this step, we now have access to the fairy rings. Though I am going to do one more step on the quest because it's right next to the fairy ring. It's just talk to Fairy Fix-It near the fairy ring west of the throne room. But most importantly, we have fairy rings, which means we can do this clue step. It just dawned, oh, that's medium task completed as well. Awesome stuff. But let's go grab some gear and see if we can kill this wizard. All right, here's my first attempt at a hard clue step on the account. Let's just put the gear on, get my Protect from Magic ready, and go. Thankfully, I also got an anti-poison. Wow, this thing is tearing into me. This better not give me a wilderness clue. Ooh, okay, I'll take the nature runes if nothing else. All right, let's see this. Come on. Dig the center of Morton, where the roads intersect. Okay, that's not a hard step at all. It just dawned on me that because I have fairy rings unlocked now, I can just teleport to the fairy ring that's near Morton. I want to say it's BIP. Yep, southwest of Mortmire. And that puts us basically just a tad west. Yep, right here. Awesome. All right, these lore shades are annoying. Let's dig us and go. Gnome ball. Awesome. Another easy step. All right, here's the third step. Answer. Come on, come on. Oh no. Yeah, 48 Slayer, 20 Hunter, 20 Fishing, 20 Rune Crafting, 10 Construction. I either have all that or can easily get all that really quickly. I hate doing this, but after thinking about it for a little bit, it's probably possible to do, but I'm just gonna drop the hard clue scroll. Well, that was a bummer. I teleported to the monastery to recharge my prayer, and I didn't want to look at that clue. They stay on the ground for an hour now, which is actually kind of cool. It makes clue juggling a lot easier if you need to do that. Maybe I'll pick it up at the end of this episode if it's still there. But anyways, I'm going to keep this gear on me in case there's another hard clue I get. But for now, let's start opening up some of these caskets. Diamond rings, okay. A little bit of alch money. Ruby bracelets, more alchs, I guess. Medium clue, we're definitely going to do that. Relica, okay. Not too far of a hike. Ooh, another medium task done for the Lumbridge Diary. Nice, a 3-step clue. I'm gonna save these caskets to the end. For now, let's open up some more caskets. Ooh, Rune Tomb Body, that's awesome. That's a good alchable. All right, my inventory filled up. I'm gonna run over to Grum to sell some of this stuff off. Oh, I just opened up another casket and got ruby necklaces. That's awesome. That means I can do birdhouse runs without having to feel bad. I'm getting food for another hard clue, and I got a fourth Prison Pete random event. All right, long story short, I died to a Ceridemon wizard doing that hard clue, and through the craziness of it all, I was a mess and stumbled through some of the clips and even opened the caskets without really thinking about it. So instead of trying to piece it all together through all my stuttering and junk, I figured it would be much easier to just explain what I did now with my brain mostly functional and focused again. After dying, thankfully I was able to retrieve all my items, and in the frenzy, I opened up the caskets. Beyond the usual low-level alchs, coins, runes, and such, I ended up with these 6 uniques. Piscator's teleports that I may store in my bag, but may also drop trade in my main. Blue Firelighters, which are basically in the same boat, as I don't see me getting the Gnomish Firelighter anytime soon to store them. A white beret, which I can easily store in my house. purple sweets, which will definitely be drop traded to my main for the mad stacks of cash, and finally these Bandos pages, which means I will actually need to go do Horror from the Deep so I can get the God Book to store them. Honestly, this is one of the reasons I love playing the UIM, since things like this pop up out of nowhere while you're doing other tasks, and it basically forces you to think on the fly and adjust your game plan as you go. So let's go ahead and clear out this inventory and get ready to do that quest. Boom, we're storing the white beret right there. Easy enough. Okay, now that my inventory is freshly cleaned out, I can't wait any longer before starting some birdhouse runs. Thus, I'm going to unnote one of these ruby necklaces to enchant into a dig site pendant and gather the supplies I need to make the birdhouses. I know it's kind of boring, but I love doing birdhouse runs and I cannot wait to get these going. Here we go, first necklace unnoted. Thankfully I had the forethought to keep these cosmic runes when I got them, so all that's left to do is enchant it. Boom, there we go, my first dig site pendant on the account. Now that I have the necklace, I need to make 4 clockworks that will be used for making the actual birdhouse traps. These each require a steel bar, and that is why I'm in Al Kharid mining some iron ore and coal right now. Ooh, look at that. That's some programmer stats right there. I'm superheating the bars. I also need to make a molten glass to upgrade my workbench so I can make the clockworks. Okay, let's upgrade the crafting table. I need a hammer and saw. Anyways, boom, that's the table upgraded. Now let's make the clockworks, and that's all 4 done now. Now I just need to chop some oak logs, get some seeds, and I can go start setting up those traps. Okay, there's the 4 oak logs, and we're just gonna make the birdhouses really quick. Ugh, I'm so dumb. I monologued so hard while getting oaks that I totally forgot to get more seeds, and I probably won't even include it because it was like 2 or 3 minutes straight of babbling. Anyways, while I'm here, I may as well place the traps and unlock the mush trees, and then I'll go get more seeds. Hello, friend. This will be the first of many times I come by here to set traps for some birds. Alright, that's the last mush tree I'll unlock for now. I'm not going to bother with the 3rd spot since it's kind of a slog to get down there, and honestly, I don't feel like it's worth the effort since I won't need to go there for quite a while now. I got the seeds I need, so let's head back to Fossil Island and set those traps. Boom, 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 and boom. That's all 4 traps set. And I hate that I wasted my first pendant charge by forgetting the seeds, but anyways, in 50 minutes I'll come back here and start collecting those juicy XP drops. I'm at level 1700 now, and the first like 30 or 40 levels are really quick to go through with birdhouses. Changing gears, I think it's time I stop putting off getting 43 prayer and just suck it up, go to the ability, and do the deed. I'm death piling now, so I don't risk any of this juicy loot that honestly won't be worth much to a PKer, but a lot of it will be useful to me down the road, so either way, I really don't want to lose it. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Anyways, the game plan here is going to be pretty simple, and it's what most UIM should do early on, which is to say that I probably should have done this within the first few hours of the account, but hey, I'm going to pick up the big bone spawns from the skeleton bone area, not quite sure what this is called, and hopping worlds until I get a full inventory. Then I'll make the enormously long trip west, hopefully avoiding PKers, till I get to the Chaos Altar where I can offer the bones up for 3.5 times their normal experience rate. Plus, there's a 50% chance of not consuming a bone, as you're seeing with the first few bones doing absolute wonders right now. Anyways, that's 39 prayer coming in, good start. Circling back, all in all, it's somewhere around 7 times the normal experience rate per bone, and with the speed of this trip, I believe I should get to 43 within the hour, so I won't need to redo my death pile. Aha! It turns out since the skeletons love to attack you while picking up the bones, it's actually a little bit faster to just sit on this one bone spawn, grab it, and hop to fill up your inventory. I missed the message, but that's level 40 prayer, which means I can now use protect from range. Also, I guess it goes without saying that I am expecting to get attacked by a PKer at some point, hence why I death piled all of my gear at the start of this session, so really it's not that big of a deal if it does happen and I die. All it really does is just slow me down a little bit and will likely mean I'll have to re-up my death pile at some point. But I'm hoping I get lucky enough and get this done real quick without getting slowed down by a PKer. Level 41 prayer coming in, and level 42, and with that inventory done, I'm actually going to wrap it up now and go grab my stuff. I have about 10 minutes left on the timer, and I can most definitely squeeze in another trip, but just in case, I want to go grab my gear now. Maybe I messed up the timer somehow, or I get jumped by a PKer and that holds me up a little bit. Either way, I'm just playing it safe, and I thought of a pretty neat way to finish up the level that I will explain when I get all my gear. So I went and grabbed all my stuff like usual. I didn't want to bore you with those details again, But anyways, after that last inventory, I'm about 1.8k experience away from level 43 prayer, which is short of my goal of unlocking protect from melee. However, I do want to do Ghost Ahoy to unlock the Ectofuntus for a less stressful prayer training method, and upon completion it gives you 2.5k prayer experience, which will be more than enough to get me to the level. With that said, I'm actually not going to do the quest now, and I'm going to put that off till tomorrow, as it's getting late, plus I'm pretty spent after being in the wildy for about an hour, so I'm going to go gear up really quick and do that first birdhouse run before hopping in bed. I got a bunch of seeds and chopped some oaks. That sounds like an innuendo. Either way, let's do this. And there you have it. That's the first birdhouse run done on the account. And we get an acorn from the seed nest. That's cool, I guess. A little bit of experience, I won't complain. Obviously, I'll try to plant any seeds I get for the farming XP, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet for the nests or the feathers. The feathers I'll probably just end up dropping, and I'm thinking either low alking or selling the nests to the general store, since I don't think I can note these currently, and it's not like I'll be making brews for a while now, but I'll figure that out as I go. Hey guys, this is Future Soundings checking in, and I decided to end the video here voicing over this clip where I'm going over my overnight birdhouse runs, which ended up getting me to level 27 Hunter. That's cool and all, but this video was getting a little long, and I prefer to keep these somewhere in the like 10 to 15 minute range, and we're well past that at this point. I think it'll be like 18 minutes all said and done. Obviously, this video took a lot longer to come out than I anticipated, but that's because I started a new job a few months ago, and it's taken me some time to adjust to the new environment and get a hang of things. I know this is yet another excuse for the long wait when it feels like every other video has an excuse of some sort, but just bear with me as I get back in the swing of things. I really appreciate every single one of you that's been watching my videos and even the little bits of support you all give, and it really helps encourage me to keep making content. I love you all. Moving on, next time you see me, we're going to finish up the 43 prayer goal and knock out some other lower level quests to start progressing the account. Until then, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below letting me know how much you love or hate these videos. I hope you all have a great day, and I will catch you in the next one.